If you could just introduce yourselves to the fine folks at home, I'd really appreciate it.
My name is Anna Maria, and I am the founder and vocalist in the band Vajra.
We love playing on stage, so we go up there and we have a good time, and we want you to feel that.
We're all musicians from different pasts.
That ended up being one of my favorite songs that I've recorded.
One of my favorite horror movies is Event Horizon, how it was like a possibility, almost like using science to rip yourself into hell. Oops, you know.
You want to hear it fast. You want to hear it. You want to hear it well played. You want to feel that intensity.
Punk rock is not an excuse to suck.
How's it going, everybody? Tone Lopez here with another episode of Heartfelt Horror here on the Heartfelt Horror Media Network channel. Today, we're bringing some punk hardcore from the 215, that is Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. If you could please introduce yourself to the folks at home, we'd really appreciate that.
I'm Brandon from PUSCH.
Hell yeah. Welcome to the show, Brandon. Very excited to have you on.
Thanks, man.
So, starting off, for anyone that this is their first time hearing of PUSCH, a little bit of history of the band, a little bit of background on the project.
Dude, well, I was doing a solo thing for a while. It's just like punk hardcore stuff. Trying to get back to the roots, some fast punk, and throwing in some like breakdowns and some cool shit here and there. The band started out of like total necessity. Like I was doing a solo thing a while ago, and like the music wasn't really fitting the vibe. And I thought the name was sick, and I was like trying to like transition it into like a harder thing. It was like just constantly getting more and more. I threw a band together.
Hell yeah. So PUSCH started as a solo project, or you had a solo project under
I had a solo project, and then I just fucking abandoned it. And
Gotcha.
Now I'm in PUSCH.
The people that you're playing with now, are they people that you've played with in prior bands? Is this just a fresh batch of musicians?
Not exactly. I mean, our drummer, Adam Bagler, I played with him. He was in the solo project. He was in the Brandon Ritchie band. And he's just such a fucking good drummer, and he's been my boy for years at this point. So yeah, he was an obvious fit. Our guitarist, Brain Marin, he's from Cheer Up Dusty. My old band played with his band, God, who knows how many times, and we've just been boys for a long time. So he was an easy fit. Like the original members were like my one buddy from Florida, his name's Alex. We've had fucking members, and but the guys right now, met one dude at a fucking bar. I was like, "You play bass?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sweet." Ethan Sheehan from fucking Connecticut. Good old clam chowder. Yeah. No, we're all homies. We're all just buddies. And I threw this thing together. We started writing some songs, and it's going good. Yeah.
For this, was the main idea of it always going to be, we'll talk a little bit more about specific songs. You guys cover, I think, a very wide range of different musical styles, but was the plan always hardcore punk? Did you have any ideas for projects beforehand before going the punk route?
I mean, I've always made every style of music. Like, I've always just liked music, so I try to make whatever I can. Granted, not very well, but I love punk rock. I've always loved punk rock. I've always made punk rock. I've always felt like I've been the best at making punk rock, and it's really fun. And all my buddies, that's just what we do. We all just go to shows and have a good time. And I just make punk rock, and this band has a theme. It is punk, but like, yeah, that's just the music I make and perform. That's just what I like to do. That's what I like to perform on stage. That's what we do. Punk rock.
Oh yeah, and I think there's just some, especially with punk rock playing live on stage, just an energy that you get that you won't find in some other genres you would play in. I was checking out your guys' performance at Creep Records that you've done end of last year, and you guys are very good about getting the crowd involved. I saw a bunch of people from the audience coming up and singing your songs, and
Yeah,
you,
it's fun, dude.
yeah, you get, I don't know, more like a more intimate space, I guess, with that kind of music.
For sure. I mean, it's very accessible, and it's not like it's just the homies from the neighborhood playing music in some weird ass spot. And it's, you're not really going to get that in a lot of genres, but I think like underground hip hop and like punk and hardcore and stuff like that, it's very like accessible. So it's like it's just cool. Like all the homies are there, ripping shows, good times, drinking, partying.
All the fun
Yeah,
stuff, all the good stuff.
it's always treated me well.
Yeah. So, what are some of your guys's, I guess, inspirations coming into, like you said, you got your buddies around. I'm sure you each bring your own kind of musical inspirations that you all pull into the band. I know y'all have done a cover of a Green Day song, Geek Stink
Yeah.
Breath, which you got released up on YouTube, Spotify, all that stuff. But are there any other real big bands that stand out to you?
I'm influenced by like the old punk rock, like obviously like the Black Flags, the Circle Jerks, the Fugazis, the Minor Threats, all that shit. I that's just a classic. Love that stuff. The guitarist Brain, he's like into like jamming. He's like a pretty big jam guy. He's got like a beautiful Stratocaster that he only plays Chili Peppers riffs on. I don't know, dude. We're all over the place. Like Ethan's super into indie stuff. Adam's into the drummer. The bassist is into like the indie stuff. Adam's super into like rock and roll and like grunge and like. But unfortunately, it doesn't really bleed in because we work heavily with a producer. His name's Pete Zen, and I usually go out to him and we write together. And it's been hard because I really want to get the guys out there. I got Adam in on a session once for So Run, but yeah, like we're doing a new batch of songs soon, and we're all gonna get in the studio and start writing together a little bit more. So you're probably gonna hear some like weird influences. We're not trying. I don't want to fucking stick in a box. Like, we make punk music. I'm not trying to do anything. Just trying to make some fun music that me and my boys can hang to and throw some fun shows at.
Definitely. Getting into those songs, like I say, there's definitely that hardcore punk aspect to what you guys put out and what you play live. But, you mentioned So Run. That's something that's, much slower, really heavy, real just gnarly stuff to it. You have something like Arm's Length, which I was feeling more like new metal vibes from it. And even something like Let My Phone Ring, it kind of has some pop punk when you get to the chorus of that. So I agree with you guys, or I agree with you, you guys aren't
It's
stuck
it's
in a
so
box.
many influences of punk rock. I mean, it's just I couldn't pinpoint it. I wish I could. Like, I wish Push had like a dedicated sound, but in the end, it's really just supposed to be a fun band. We don't take it too serious. I mean, we post hard, and we like to have like nice videos and like a cool stage presence. Of course, we have to have an image, but like it's uh it's really just about having a good time playing the music that we want to hear, that our friends want to hear. Just really all about just having a good time, because I felt like music has been, for me in the last decade, just like trying to make it hasn't been like too fun. Like I've never really made it fun. I've always made it a job and like trying to like progress this project along. But Push feels like something that's just like, yeah, we try hard, but like it's just a good time. Every time we play a show, it's like all the homies come out, people know the songs. It's just fun. Yeah, there's work obviously, and it's expensive, but like it's so fun.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can feel that. Like when you're watching a band that wants to be there, wants to be performing, enjoys what they're performing compared to people that, like you say, maybe just doing it as a job. Like, I feel like you can feel
It
that
can get
live.
there fast, bro. It can
Yeah,
get there
yeah,
fast. Once all the bullshit comes into play, like obviously we have to manage it and like post and do bullshit. Yeah, like once all that comes into play, it's real easy to get into a vibe of like, oh, this fucking sucks. I hate doing this, whatever, whatever. I have another job, But really, at the end of the day, it's really just making music, and it's not that serious. And if it becomes serious, sick, like whatever. But you have to take a fucking step back, not that I'm like a holy man on a fucking mountain. I've been doing this for a long time and have been trying it all and failing it at all and whatever. But like, you got to take a step back and remember that you are here just to have a good time. Like all the other bullshit's whatever. You are at this show and you are having a blast. So shut the fuck up and play.
Definitely, those are words to live by for, you know, any musicians that watch our channel and stuff. Just shut the fuck up and play.
You're gonna have a blast, bro. Get
Yeah.
drunk with the boys. If you're not into that, just hang out with the homies, play some tunes, go have a party after. You know, good time.
Yeah, and you know, you mentioned, you know, getting down to the business stuff, making your posts and everything. That's actually, before I heard y'all's music, I was, you know, going through Instagram Reels, scrolling through stuff, and that the first thing I saw was memes from y'all about performing with your other, you know, people that were coming through your town or reaching out to them through memes. Sometimes like, oh, you're, you know, you're coming through and you're not putting Push on the lineup, and that's what really got me invested was like what you guys were putting out. It was fun stuff. It was you had posted one about the, you know, set times at 7. It was like me and the band at 7:10, and it was some meme from Mad TV, and dude, I laughed so hard. I sent that to my buddies that I play with here in Texas, and I like that's what got me into it. That's when I was like, let me check these guys out. Like it's a
You
good
never
time.
know, man. You just never know. Like, it's easy to make a fucking post like that. You know, so you get cap cut. It's like $80, whatever. You fucking, you know, you just make a little meme. You know, you got to promote it somehow. I mean, I can't say that I'm not here to not have you listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we try to make it fun. You know, post a fucking meme. Don't take. You know, I'm taking it very seriously. But like, you know, we're just some fucking dickheads from Philly. Like, post a fucking meme. It's cool.
No, and I think a really cool thing about that as well, like not only did I discover y'all stuff through that, but also the bands you were tagging, you know, I went into their stuff and I was like, all right, well, I like what they're doing and they're tagged in this stuff, you know, let me go check out what they're doing as well. And it opened up almost a new kind of path to just the music that was coming out of your area right now.
Yeah, dude. Fucking exactly. You know, you throw a couple bands, somebody finds it, you find it, you're scrolling, you're like, oh, I just found 3 fucking bands because some asshole posted a meme, you know, some dumbass meme. I chuckled. Now I know the band. Now I'm gonna interview him for my fucking podcast. You know, it develops, you know, now we're boys, of course. It just you never know what can happen out of some dumb post, you know, having a good time with the buddies. You never know.
Definitely, yeah.
Never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah, you know, getting back to the music and everything, one thing I wanted to mention that I think is really the horror aspect that, you know, drew me to like, oh man, this would be awesome for our show is no matter what the song's about, no matter, you know, the lyrics, the tie, whatever, you guys have just brutal art for everything you post. Like, I remember listening to Let My Phone Ring. You know, I think I got on Spotify and just went through discography, hit play, and it went through everything. And then when I went back through and looked at the art, and you know, you hear Let My Phone Ring, and then you see a dude getting flayed upside down. I was like, good God, you know?
Our art definitely doesn't match this.
Yeah.
Our art doesn't match the songs. I know that. I just love like metal and hardcore art. And I was like, I'm gonna fucking just whatever. You know, it's like some indie band fucking, and then it's like some death metal logo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Do y'all create that like within the band? Do you have someone that you work with?
We got some guy in Indonesia. His name is True Suffer. His is True Suffer. Dude, honestly, this kid's ripping. He's doing art for a lot of cool bands right now. I got him when he wasn't, but but no, he's a cool dude. He True Suffer, Indonesian guy. He's in his own band. I forget their name, but they're good. They're cool. They're weird, but they're cool.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You know, with that, you guys have quite a few singles. You just released a single earlier this year. I think I heard it. I was at the gym and I saw that you had just put it out, Gold Tooth.
Yeah, man. That was the other day. That was like last week.
Yeah, yeah. That's actually what, you know, reminded me. We had set this up a little while back to have this interview, and I kind of went off the map for a little bit, and then when I heard that, that's when I was like, oh shit, I got to start reaching back out to these people. But yeah, dude, absolutely killer song.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, everything behind it, and that's another aspect is the music videos you create for these singles that you're putting out. Like, I guess, the thought process behind, a song about getting rich and partying and wanting all this stuff in life, and you guys are playing racquetball.
Well, it was originally tennis. We just couldn't rent the tennis court was too expensive and they didn't have any openings. Like we were gonna do so for that video, we were going to like my mom lives just outside of Philly in like around Abington, and she's got a nice tennis court in her neighborhood. And we were gonna go there, but it was like February when we filmed the video. And the videographer, she's actually a photographer, but she does video for us. Caddy McAuliffe, Rebellious Photo. She was like, "Yo, it's gonna be fucking freezing, and you guys are gonna be wearing shorts. Like, we gotta figure this out." So we went to the Northeast Racket Club. I called the guy. I was like, "Yo, can we film a video in on your tennis court?" He's like, "Dude, the tennis courts are all open. You guys are like idiots. Like, no way." And I was like, "How about a racquetball court?" So the fucking guy comes in and he's cool. He's like, "Yeah, come by." So we go by, we're filming, and he comes in and he's talking to us about racquetball. And he goes, "Yeah, racquetball's not what it once was." He was like reminiscing on the glory days of fucking racquetball. So we were like, "Yeah, fuck it. We can make this work." We were just trying to like make it like, just like what rich people do, playing racquetball, like fighting each other for gold teeth. I don't know. Who knows?
Very nice. Yeah, highly recommend anyone. It's out streaming, but highly recommend you check out that YouTube video. It's a hoot. I had a good time watching it. And before
Shout
that,
out Bucky. Shout out Bucky. Shout out Marks from Shout Out.
Before that, you guys had put out or not a single. You all had put out an EP last year.
Yeah.
Bow to Me, 2024. And like you mentioned, y'all are getting ready to put out another EP. I think this coming May, correct?
Yeah, May 17th is our release show. We're putting it out a couple days before.
Awesome. Yeah. Are there any, I guess, themes to this that people should look out for? Do you have your last EP, I think, was 4 songs? Is it going to be about the same length, or what are y'all thinking for that?
It's 6 songs. We've been putting out a couple of singles here and there. We got another single coming pretty soon. Yeah, it's gonna be 6 songs, and yeah, there's kind of a theme of like, I'm just trying to make it as like in my other work and friendships that are one-sided and like themes of feeling inferior to everybody, but I don't know, and like themes of people seeing that people think they're just cooler than you, and like, I don't know. I have this feeling that like sometimes this is gonna sound kind of jerked off, but like sometimes I feel like people think they're better than me, or they know something that I don't know, or like I get this vibe that people think they're like smarter than me, and not that they're not. They probably are, but feelings of feeling small sometimes, and just trying not to, and just trying to better yourself, and family values, and just having a good time. That is what our music's about. Family values, having a good time, not taking shit off anyone.
There you go. I like that. I like that a lot. Nice. And you said that you're going to be releasing a single, another single, I'm assuming, off of that EP here pretty soon. Is that, do you have a date for that? Anytime that you've already planned out?
Mid this month. I still got to put it on DistroKid. It'll be like a surprise. I'll just drop it. We have I think it's going to be the Beef feature. We have a feature with this band from Philly called Beef, an all-femme band, plus our drummer, who is a dude. But yeah, we have a feature with them. And then we have a feature with this band from South Jersey called Bludgeon. This kid Jeff, he's a good singer. I was like, yeah, fucking rip it. So we have a couple singles. I don't know which one I'm going to release, so I guess we'll see.
Oh, yeah. And I saw you all were featured on another band's. I can't think of the band now, but I did see that.
Scary Hours.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are cool, man. Those are our buddies. Big time. Love those guys. Fucking yeah. He hit me up. He was like, "Yo, I got a song. You mind ripping a verse over it?" And I was like, "Yeah." I ended up doing the whole fucking half. The second half of the song was pretty awesome. Yeah, he let me do whatever I wanted, which was sick. It took me forever to fucking record it. I was just in a weird place. And yeah, we recorded it, and then he's like, "Yo, we're doing a video." So I was like, "Sweet." And he rented out this, not rented out, like my boy Brain, the guitarist. He's got this he's a Spanish guy, so he knows all the Spanish poppy store guys. So he was like talking the lingo with them, and they let us film a video in their store. It was a good time. Good video too.
Oh yeah, you were the cashier in that one, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so, but just want to confirm it.
Yeah, it was fun.
One of the last things I want to ask you about was I saw up on your Instagram that y'all are currently in the running for potentially a spot at Warped Tour 2025.
I mean, I don't know. I submitted my video. Like, it'd be cool to play it would be cool to play Warped, but I just submitted the video. Who knows? You never know what can happen. I submitted the So Ron video, so if we get some votes, we'll get some votes. We'll play. It'd be fun. So vote for us.
Cool. Yeah. And what are your, socials? Where can people find you? Like you say, this new EP is coming out. I don't know if y'all are going to have physical copies of it, but where people can take that up.
We'll have physical stuff. We'll have everything. I don't know if we'll have vinyl, but who knows? You can find us at Instagram. You can find us at Listen to Push on Instagram. If you want to buy our music, we're on Bandcamp, listentopush.bandcamp. But you can stream us everywhere, steal our music, do whatever the fuck you want. Just come to the show and have a good time. May 17th. And then this Thursday, what day is Thursday?
The 11th. No.
Thursday the 11th.
13th.
Thursday the 13th. We're playing at Bonks with Penalty. Who the fuck is playing? Who cares? Just come.
There you go. Make sure if you're in Philly, go hit up that show. It's going to be a good time. Last little bit, we like to close out the show with, are there any bands in your area, that you played with or that you want to play with? Not the great big guys, but anyone that you think deserves extra eyes on them that people should be checking out if they're fans of your music.
Vespid, Vulture Raid, The Enemy, Beef, Controller, Suicide Eyes, Detox Meds. Oh God, so many people. Someone's gonna be pissed. Someone's got to be pissed, right? All those guys. Inevitable. Disposed, overanalyzed. Yeah, all those boys. Latch.
Oh, right there. Okay, sweet. So yeah,
Search Raise Hell.
Once you finish, going and listening to Push's entire discography, make sure you go through, listen to all those bands' entire discography in the order he just named them. And yeah, you'll have a whole, if you're like me, you'll have a whole new, just branch of music that you've discovered from listening to these guys. But Brandon, really appreciate you coming on and taking some time talking to me today. Really wish the best of luck for you guys with your upcoming EP. Thanks, it'd be awesome if y'all got on that Warped Tour, and, best wishes.
Thanks, brother. And it was real nice talking to you, man.
Yeah, it's good talking with you too, man. You have a good night.
You as well.
Remember when you cried,